and welcome to yet another quest review for the Legion pre-patch, this time featuring the Rogue and the Assassination spec. The Rogue is a class that I did not play a lot, simply because I used it to boost in Warlords at the beginning of Warlords in order just to get the quick garrison and the legendaries from Dragon Soul. So I never played Assassination before, so I don't even know what it looked like, but now it seems to me to be one of the easiest specs to play. One of the things that I've noticed is that only the Assassination spec has poisons now, and poisons were a main thing for all the specs of the Rogue. Now it's only Assassination that has the poisons, Deadly Poison, Wound Poison and Crippling Poison. Being Leeching Poison is a talent choice. So the Rogue is a spec that has energy, and the energy regenerates over time, and you waste that energy on simple attacks, and most of those simple attacks will award you combo points. Combo points have without the talents they can reach 5, and you can then use those combo points to do your most deadly abilities, abilities or attacks. So let's do the main spell review, and then we'll go on for the talents and see what the rotation will look like for PvE, mainly PvE, and then perhaps a quick overlook for the PvP thing. So let's take a look, shall we? So we have Ship Shot, and Ship Shot can only be used in stealth. It requires 40 energy, and it stuns the target for 4 seconds, and it awards 2 combo points. Then we have Fan of Knives, which is your AoE attack, and it deals 5000 damage within 10 yards, applying your active poisons at normal rate, and it awards 1 combo point per enemy afflicted. So I thought it let's just see if I'm mistaken here. Oh, okay, so it is kind of weird, but I think before I thought I'm sure it awarded combo points based on the enemies that were afflicted. So if there were 5 enemies, you would automatically earn all of your combo points, but now seems to be different. Cloak of Shadows provides a moment of magic immunity, instantly removing all harmful spell effects. The cloak lingers, causing you to resist harmful spells for 5 seconds, so practically you're immune to dots, all spell effects currently afflicting you or that will afflict you for the next 5 seconds. Feint costs 20 energy and reduces damage from area of effect attacks by 50%, and at that cost this is too good for the Rogue on PvE wise in order to survive. Crimson Vial, before there was Recuperate, which was a hot basically, that based on your combo points you would heal over time based on the duration, and the duration would vary according to the combo points used. So now you have something different. On a 30-second cooldown and at a 30 energy cost, you can drink an alchemical concoction that heals you for 30% of your maximum health over 6 seconds, which is extremely good, and in my opinion even better than Recuperate, because you wouldn't probably earn 30% of your maximum health over 6 seconds with Recuperate. So this one heals more, but on a shorter period instead of a constant healing that recuperate allowed before. Then we have Garrote, and Garrote costs 45 energy on a 15-second cooldown. Garrote the enemy, causing 50,000 bleed damage over 18 seconds. Silences the target for 3 seconds when used from stealth. Oh, so we can use Garrote. Oh, this changes things. I didn't even know this one. So we can use Garrote from. Oh, okay. From when we are unstealthed. Before, Garrote only worked while on stealth or while on Shadow Dance, which is a subtlety spell, which allows you to use spells that require stealth, but you don't need to be. So then we have Distract, throws a distraction, attracting the attention of all nearby monsters for 10 seconds. Can't really do a thing. Oh, the dummies even faced it. Okay. We have Kick, which is your interrupt. We have Envenom, and Envenom does damage based on combo points, or damage over time. So this is your one of your finishing moves. So then we have Kidney Shot, which is a stun based on our combo points, basically, and the more combo points you have, the longer the stun will be. Then we have Evasion, increases your dodge chance by 100% for 10 seconds on a 2-minute cooldown. Marked for Death is a talent. We have Mutilate. It attacks with both weapons, dealing a total of 21,000 physical damage, awards 2 combo points, and requires 55 energy. We have Sap, which incapacitates a target not in combat for 1 minute, only works for all those types of enemies. Damage will revive the target, limit 1, and you must be stealthed to use that. We have Picklock then, which allows you to lockpick the chests. We have Shadow Step, which step through the shadows to appear behind your target and gain 70% increased movement speed for 2 seconds. Pickpocket, pick the target's pocket, can only be used on PvE, of course. Sprint, increase your movement speed by 70% for 8 seconds, usable while stealthed. Poison Knife, it's a ranged attack, throws a poison coated knife, dealing 3000 damage and applying your active lethal and non-lethal poisons. For PvP, if you have your crippling poison and your wound poison, you'll be able to slow your enemy. Then we have Stealth, which you already know what that is, I believe. If not, it makes you invisible to most units. We have Poisons, and we can see it here, Deadly Poison. Each strike has a 50% chance to poison the enemy for 14,000 nature damage over 20 seconds. Subsequent poisoned applications will instantly deal 2000 damage. Wound Poison, each strike has a 50% chance to poison the enemy, which instantly inflicts 2000.5 nature damage and reduces all healing received by 12%. Crippling Poison slows the enemy, and Witching Poison grants you 12% leech. Then we have Tricks of the Trade, which redirects all threat you cause to the targeted party or raid member, only used on PvE. We have Rupture, which is a finishing move and a bleed, lasts longer per combo point and deals more damage over time. We have Vanish, allows you to vanish from sight, entering stealth while in combat. And then we have Vendetta, which is our primary offensive cooldown. For 20 seconds we have increased damage. For of our abilities and auto attacks by 30% and making the target visible to you even through concealment such as stealth and invisibility. Then we have fleet-footed, your movement speed is increased by 15% and you take reduced falling damage. Mastery is all about the poisons. Seal Fate is about the combo points. When you critically strike with a melee attack that generates combo points, you gain an additional combo point per critical strike, and then Venomous Wounds, you regain 7 energy each time your abilities deal bleed damage to a poisoned target. Alright. So here's what looks the current rotation as a rogue. Okay, so here we keep the dots up, and then we do Envenom. Nice damage here. I don't have much gear here on this character. As you can see, I'm 695. So we just need to keep the bleeds up, and you can see the normal rotation. There's not much to say here about the rotation. This is quite simple to achieve on PvE. I'm not seeing any complication here. So here it is. Now let's take a look at the talents and analyze them. So on the first tile we have Master Poisoner. It increases the damage done by your poisons by 30% and their non-damaging effects by 20%. Non-damaging effects will surely include the healing reduction, the slow, and probably the leech as well. Then we have Elaborate Planning. Your finishing moves grant 12% increased damage done for 5 seconds. So this one, I mean, it's a finishing move, which means Rupture or Envenom, to have you 12% increased damage for 5 seconds. However, when we do that, we have, how do I put it? The damage is done by your dots. I mean, these ones are it's all about the math really, but these ones are pretty much passive talents which won't affect at all your gameplay. And why is that? This is damage of your poisons. That's simply your auto attacks and so on. And your finishing moves grant 12% increased damage done for 5 seconds. It won't change the way your rotation, so I'm really not sure about it. And then we have Hemorrhage. Rips a gushing wound in the target, dealing almost 4,000 physical damage and increasing bleed damage from your abilities on the target by 25%. Awards 1 combo point. So we could even I already know why I chose Master Poison. That was because your master increases the damage of your poisons and not your bleeds. Right? Yep. That's why I chose Master Poisoner. But Hemorrhage here could also be a good one because it's a bleed. No, it isn't a bleed. It deals damage, but increases your bleed damage from your abilities on the target by 25% for 20 seconds, and that's a lot compared to the 30 energy cost. Also, it awards you 1 combo point, which is pretty good in order to, if you are on 4 combo points, you can use 1 Hemorrhage, which only costs 30 energy instead of Mutilate, which costs 55 energy, although the damage is quite much bigger on Mutilate comparing to the energy cost. So I would choose probably Master Poisoner, but I wouldn't mind using Emerage here, as we can see. So, and then a bleed effect, and I'll keep just using this one. And so that's pretty much it for the Emerage. It's all about math, really, because casting Emerage once in a 20 seconds, it's not that much of a big deal, isn't it? But I will keep Master Poisoner for now, and probably someone will come up with a math later, but there's no how do I put it? There's no game changing here on the first talent. So then we have the PvP talents, I believe. Night Stalker, while stealth is active, you move 20% faster and your abilities deal 50% more damage. I'm not sure. This is only worth it for your ambush. Oh, this one doesn't have ambush, right? Nope, you can only Garrot. You can only Garrot this one, so I don't think I believe the Garrot will be afflicted by the 50% more damage, but that's not really worth it now, is it? Not in my opinion. Then we have Subterfuge. Your abilities requiring stealth can still be used for 3 seconds after stealth breaks. Also causes Garrot to deal 100% increased damage and have no cooldown when used from stealth or 3 seconds after stealth breaks. So you can keep Garrot using Garrot without being on stealth. That's what the Subterfuge talent does. And having Garrot added to the rotation, and with a simple cost of 45 energy for 50,000 bleed damage over 18 seconds, it's clearly worth it. And then we have Shadow Focus, which abilities cost 50% less energy while stealth is active. For PvE, this is the one, obviously, and probably for PvP, I would use Shadow Focus, perhaps, but I'm not sure if Assassination would be great for PvP, because you don't have your I mean, it would, because silences the target when used from stealth and then while stealth. Well, perhaps Shadow Focus would be the correct choice for PvP, with 50% less energy cost, so that you can stun and then you can Garrot and go on ahead with the. Actually, no. Once you use your ship shot, you will be without. You will leave the stealth mode. So for PvP, I would probably just go with Subterfuge anyway, because I would just ship shot, then Garrot, and then probably leave stealth, and then open up with the normal rotation. So going on the next tier of talents, we have Deeper Stratagem. You may have a maximum of 6 combo points. Your finishing moves consume up to 6 combo points, and your finishing moves deal 10% increased damage. This one is pretty good for PvE, but let me read the rest. You may have a maximum of 8 combo points. Finishers still consume a maximum of 5 combo points. Okay, and then we have Vigor. Increases your maximum energy by 50 and your energy regeneration by 10%. For PvP, I believe Vigor is the best one, and for PvE, I believe Vigor would also be great, because you have more energy, you have better energy regeneration. I don't know. I really don't know what to say here. One extra combo point, and it deals my finishing moves consume up to 6 combo points, and the finishing moves deal 10% increased damage. Let's just see if it it changes. The tooltips, they change based on the combo points. I'm not really sure what I would do, because Vigor would be the best PvP choice, I believe, because you have maximum energy regeneration for stuns, and your dots. For PvE, however, I'm not really sure. Anticipation doesn't seem like a good idea. Deeper Stratagem and Vigor seem to me the most appropriate choices, but I still don't know. Probably for PvE I'll choose Deeper Stratagem. There's an extra combo point to earn with Mutilate, and Emerald wouldn't be needed for to increase your bleed, not your bleed, but because of the one combo point, in order when you get 4 and then you use Emerald to just earn 1 to maximize your finishing moves. So this one would just make Mutilate the way to go, and Master Poisoner the obvious choice. For PvE I would go with Deeper Stratagem. That's what I would choose, but I may be wrong here. What I'm saying here is definitely not a 100% perfect guide, and not even close. Alright, so on the next talent we have the survival talent tree, if I might say so. We have Witching Poison, which grants 12% witch, which is, to me, probably the best talent for PvE. You will always earn some health, easing up the workload of your healers. Probably the best one to use, unless some specific encounter where you have to survive, I don't know, some near-death ability from a boss. But Witching Poison would be my PvE favorite talent for this tier. Then we have Elusiveness. Feint also reduces all damage you take from non-area of effect attacks by 30% for 5 seconds. So practically you get 30% damage reduction all the time if you keep Feint up, and this would go better with Vigor for PvP. Definitely PvP. Yeah, definitely PvP. And then we have Shit Death. Fatal attacks instead reduce you to 7% of your maximum health for 3 seconds. Afterward you take 85% reduced damage, cannot trigger more often than once per 2 minutes. This also goes well with PvP, I'm sorry, on arenas, perhaps on rated battlegrounds, but this one would be best used for PvP. Wishing Poison for PvE, and Elusiveness could also be good on both sides of PvE and PvP, where you have to withstand some damage. Shit Death could also on PvP. I can see Elusiveness being used on PvP, especially on tools, where you get extra survivability, and alongside with Crimson Vial would actually help your defensive cooldowns a lot, and you will also be very defensive because rogues can always escape. So for PvP, I'm torn between Elusiveness and Shit Death. PvE, Witching Poison. unless you have some near-death mechanic, or you have to constantly no, I'm sorry, for PvE, witching shit death or witching poison, PvP elusiveness or shit death, depending on the situations that I mentioned before. So on the next tire we have, I don't even know how do you pronounce this, Thugi, perhaps. So it resets the remaining cooldown on Garrote when a target dies with your Garrote active, but with Subterfuge this is pretty much useless, isn't it? Resets the remaining cooldown on Garrote. I mean, I don't even know. Not sure what this one is doing here, okay? But I don't know. Prey on the weak, enemies disabled with your kidney shot, ship shot or sap take 10% increased damage from all sources. This is a PvP talent, that's for sure. PvP talent only. A PvP talent only, or if you are dealing with some extra mob that needs to be killed ASAP and for some miracle you can stun it, then Prey on the Weak is the way to go. Otherwise, probably Internal Bleeding would be the best for PvE. Kidney Shot also deals 8000 bleed damage per combo point over 12 seconds. This is also a very good one for PvP. While you stun your enemy, you'll get them bleeding. It's kind of nice actually, and it deals a lot of damage. So 8 multiplying by 5, it's 40,000 damage over 12 seconds. That's a lot. That's good damage. And by 6 is 48, because we have Deeper Stratagem, which increases the combo points to 6 instead of 5. So that's actually the best one for PvE and probably PvP. I'm not kidding here. Of course, Prey on the Weak, Eternal Bleeding perhaps would be better used on tools, and Prey on the Weak probably best on 3s because you have an extra DPS, and even on tools, right? If you're pairing with a DPS, of course. I'm sorry. So let's go on ahead. We have a poison. Coats your weapon with a lethal poison that lasts for an hour. Each strike has a 20% chance to poison the enemy for 12 seconds, increasing all damage taken from your abilities by 6%, stacking up to 5 times. Damage bonus increased by mastery potent poisons. Alright, so if you choose Agonizing Poison, then Master Poisoner just loses its interest, and you would go for a bleeding. You would go for a bleeding. Oh, I'm sorry. I have the word a bleeding spec, or a bleeding path, if I may say so. So Agonizing Poison would go well with Hemorrhage or even Elaborate Planning. Whoa, and this increases 12% increased damage done, and Agonizing Poison increases stacking up to 5 times. Let's just see a little bit of this one. Agonizing Poison. And then we have Witching Poison. Let's just see the buffs here, okay? So here we have damage done. It's all stacked. Oh, it's 26% increased damage from the poisoning rogue's abilities. The heck? Poisoning abilities. What is this? Venom? Oh, okay. Let's just see another one. Oh. And okay, so that's probably for Envenom, and I'm seeing the damage that it does for Envenom, and I must say that this is probably better used on PvP, because you will then deal a lot of damage with Envenom on PvP. On PvE, I'm seeing the thing on PvE as well. Also, your bleeds are really not best used. I don't know. I'm kind of confused right now. Well, let's go on ahead and try to figure this out. Alacrity, your finishing moves have a 20% chance per combo point to grant 1% haste for 20 seconds, stacking up to 20 times. So this is 20% haste, which is good. Haste, I believe it still does regenerate your energy faster, so this would go along well, even with vigor. But this one isn't good for PvP because it's finishing moves, and you won't be moving a lot in PvP. So this is Alacrity is probably a PvE, not only but mostly. It's a PvE. It's mostly a PvE talent. Then we have Ensanguinate. Twist your blades into the target's wounds, causing your bleed effects on them to bleed out 100% faster. So for this, in order to go, we would have to let's see here. Okay, so we cast our blades here. Cast our blades here. There you are, and let's see. And they go on much faster, is that it? I believe that's it, but as you can see, the regeneration of this thing is awful. I really don't like how it. Let's just see if I can. Oh, was it immune? It was immune to kidney shot, and therefore the internal bleeding talent. So I would go. I would probably go with Alacrity for PvE and Agonizing Poison for PvP. Exsanguinate, I'm not really sure if it would prove useful, but I really don't go along with it. Look at my face. That's not a go along with it, is it? I really don't like it. Simple because it has a long cooldown, and it's your bleeds. I mean, you have Garrot, you have Rupture, you have Hemorrhage only increases the damage. I don't know, to choose this one you would have to choose Hemorrhage, and I really don't like Hemorrhage. So this one, Elaborate Planning and Agonizing Poison for PvP, and probably Master Poisoner and Alacrity for PvE. And then let's see, we have on the last side we have Venomous Wounds. It grants 3 additional energy each time it grants energy. Venomous Wounds is what? What's that? What's Venomous Wounds? It can only be the poison, right? Let's see if there's a passive here. Oh, there's a passive. You will gain 10 energy each time your abilities deal bleed damage. Oh, okay. So 3 additional energy, making it 13. For PvE, I believe this one is the talent to go. You have more energy. Yep, this was to be Venom Rush is the way to go, because you have more energy and then you have more combo points. You have elaborate planning. I don't know. For PvE, Venom Rush is for PvE. It's the best one to be used on PvE. For PvP, you have Marked for Death, which marks the target, instantly generating 5 combo points, 5, not 6, if you have Deeper Stratagem, as it says. Let's just see if it is. Yep, 5 combo points, not 6 if you have Deeper Stratagem, which I believe Blizzard will probably hotfix this one, but I'm not sure about it. And then we have Death from Above, finishing move that empowers your weapons with shadow energy and performs a devastating 2-part attack. You whirl around, dealing 12,000 damage to all enemies within 8 yards, then leap into the air and envenom your target on the way back down with such force that it has 50% stronger effect. Both are good for PvP, this one even as a gap closer, but Marked for Death will generate 5 combo points and you will be able to stun that stupid and annoying healer that keeps running away from you. So Marked for Death will probably be best used for PvP, and Venom Rush on PvE. I'm more used to use Marked for Death than Death from Above for both situations. But Venom Rush on PvE, on a boss fight, on a patchwork kind of fight, it is probably the best one to be used. Kidney Shot here, just going back a few tires. Kidney Shot here will probably not work well on PvE, because most of the bosses are immune to Kidney Shot and the bleed won't proc. Perhaps Blizzard will correct this, or I don't know. This, for PvE wise, this is shit. If Eternal Bleeding works on bosses, then great. If not, kinda looks bad. So well, I'll just give you I don't know, a look on how it may look like. Oh, there's the bleeding here. Okay, we have the bleeding from Eternal Bleeding, so perhaps it will be usable on bosses, but it's not that big of a deal, the bleeding. This is really takes a lot for the energy to regenerate. It takes quite a lot without vigor. I don't know. Someone will do the math eventually, so I'm not really worried about. Oh, and I don't have. Oh, I don't have the poisons. That's why. And I prefer Alacrity for PvE, right? And PvP you will choose the Agonizing Poison and Elaborate Planning. Sure. Okay. So let's see how if it goes a little faster with the rotation here. Yep, seems to be good. I believe the rotation, not the damage. I'm not really well versed on dealing damage. So that's pretty much it for the Assassination Rogue, and Hope you enjoyed it and that you hopefully you have some more coherence on what to choose for the talent, so for the assassination role. So hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you later. Bye.